Hey Thrift fam, welcome back to the channel. Daniel here from Golden Finds, and yes, of course, it's the weekend, so during the time of this filming, so we're gonna head out to the thrift stores here in Orange County, California to see what Golden Finds we come across. As always, friendly reminder, if you are ever in the area here in California or are interested in any of the Goodwill stores that I traverse through the weekend, the address is going to be right here for the specific store. Depending on the item, whatever you're looking at, then that's where I found it at. And thank you so much for all of you who are always returning to support me here on the channel. It really means so much to me. But if you're new and you are not subscribed, I hope after you watching this video you decide to subscribe. Make sure you guys are also hitting the like button because it really does help out the channel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do what we do best and find our golden finds. So what is on the agenda? So we are going to be on the lookout for Christmas trees. That is something that I'm really looking for. Crocs to put into those Christmas trees, putting them into that. And then of course any Christmas, of course any Ray-Dun. You know, you always have to throw it out into the universe. You have to manifest it. So throw it out, you know, before you do your thrifting and say like, okay, I want this. Hopefully we'll run into that. It may not happen on this thrift trip, but it could always happen in another one. But at least the universe knows what you're looking for. Hey everyone, it's Daniel. Welcome to another thrifting adventure here on Golden Finds, where every aisle is a treasure map and every find has a story. Today, we are thrifting at our Orange County Goodwill stores to find some really cool and unique items. And of course, you are all coming along with me. Let's go ahead and get thrifting, and let's make sure that you stay until the end to see what made it home. Every time I come across these vintage copper molds, I'm always taken back to Miami, Florida, home of the Golden Girls. I absolutely love that show. It is my ultimate all-time favorite television series, and I just absolutely love that show. So I can't help it but always think back about that show when I come across those copper molds, because they are featured in their kitchen. If you're true fanatics, then you know what I'm talking about. Today's special shout out goes out to Stock Paper Scissors. Thank you so much for your comment. And by the way, I absolutely love your YouTube handle, Stock Paper Scissors. Love it. And thank you so much for sharing about how you mix thrifted items with your craft items. I really love it when you guys share so much with me. So I truly appreciate it when you guys leave information about, you know, things that you do, things that you thrift and find, or how you style your home. I just absolutely love it when you guys leave a piece of information about yourself. So that way we get to know each other a little bit more. Thank you so much again for your sweet comment. I truly appreciate it so much. Speaking of the Golden Girls, they knew I was talking about them. I found this Squad Goals mug, $1.49. They're definitely the ultimate squad goal. And we have a Christmas classic, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This movie, I grew up with it, and I'm sure a lot of you have. This is a vintage Pyrex autumn harvest wheat piece. Really love the color. It looks like it might have been ran through the dishwasher a few times because the color is very faded. Absolutely beautiful finding Pyrex pieces, but super sad when you see them in that condition. Then I came across this really vintage cookie jar. This is super whimsical. It's interesting. It's a cat. It was $4.99, but I just thought it was a very interesting stoneware piece. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Hey Thrift fam, if you're all about uncovering hidden gems and scoring one-of-a-kind finds, you're definitely in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the adventures here on Golden Finds, which is absolutely free. And don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss a thrifting haul, any tips that I put out, or treasures that I uncover. Let's make every thrift trip unforgettable together. Another perk about thrifting in Orange County is finding a lot of Disney park items. I always come across so many of them here throughout the Goodwills since Disneyland is in Anaheim, which is in Orange County. I always find so many things throughout all of the Orange County Goodwill stores, and it's just super fun. I love coming across pieces like that, and they're just so awesome to see in the store. I absolutely am a huge Disney fan. I love the Disney parks as well. I used to be an annual pass holder. I have mentioned to you all that I will be vacationing in January to visit the Walt Disney World Resort for my birthday, so I'm super excited for that. Another great thing about thrifting here in Orange County is coming across so many cool pieces from Target. So this is actually a past season item from Target. It is part of the Threshold Fall Collection that they released. It is a magnolia wreath for $24.99. So it's a very pretty wreath. I really love it. Then this was also part of the Threshold collection. It's the pen and ink tree wall canvas. It is currently actually being sold in Target as of now, so I really love coming across pieces that are currently being sold in store. You will find them usually a lot cheaper here. This is $39.99. Let's go ahead and get to that Target versus Goodwill price comparison. Target's currently selling it for $80. Goodwill is selling it for $39.99, so you're saving about $40. That definitely is a great savings if you love that piece of art. Then I also came across this other piece that was part of the Threshold Halloween collection this year, and it was these haunted houses. Now, I was not a big fan of this year's house. I have the one that was released previously from last year, and that one was way better in my opinion. I feel that the lighting definitely ruined it for me personally. This was only $19.99. And the new one for this year gives off a white glow and it doesn't flicker. So I just was not a big fan of it because last year's was so much better. It was like an orange glow in the windows. Then I saw this interesting cheese dip platter. Oh my gosh, this is definitely a vintage piece. This is so cool. I really love finding pieces like this. It is by California Pottery USA, and it wasn't bad for the price. And I just love coming across pieces like that. It's very nice finding them here at the thrift store. It's kind of like something that you would find also at estate sales, and I just absolutely love it. Speaking of estate sales, I definitely have to try and get back into them starting in 2025. So I'll make sure to bring more of that content coming forward next year. As always, make sure to let me know in the comments down below what items from the walkthrough really stand out to you, and then let me know what did you think about the items that I picked up in the haul. This bust was really interesting. It's by Emilio Fiaschi. It's a mother and child, and this is actually a reproduction. It's not the older vintage ones definitely go for a lot of money. There's currently one being sold, I think, online for like $400. So that was a very interesting piece. I really love the detail, and it was just a great piece. It definitely would look really nice in someone's home. So I hopefully someone did pick that piece up. As well as this vintage vanity. Love it. I just love the shine on the finish on the shine was really beautiful. $49.99. It has a single drawer and the mirror that swivels. I absolutely love finding pieces like this at the thrift store. Most of the time they do tend to be more on the cheap side. They usually aren't super expensive, and you can really find some really cool and interesting pieces that you can definitely repurpose or try to bring back to life or restore. And it's just super fun, if you're looking for projects like that, a little bit of DIY. Saw this Midwest Halloween Village piece, and of course more Disney park items. I absolutely love these. These were ripped though. These are the Aladdin Mickey ears that you can find at the park. Then I found the Very Hungry Caterpillar. This also brought a floodgate of nostalgia. It was one of my favorite books growing up as a child. It's $4.99. It comes with a little plush of the caterpillar and the storybook as well. I know that there is a market for kitschy stuff like this, and I absolutely love it. This is super cute. I really, really love this wall piece, and I am going to really strive for buying stuff like this next year, to resell. I really want to focus on reselling next year and, try to do more goals that I have in mind. This stained glass lamp, love the top, literally love. I'm not too crazy about the bottom piece of the base, which says love. I think it would look so much nicer if it was just a solid piece of wood as the base. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about the lamp? And if you agree about the base, is it fine how it is with the love, or would you want it to be something else in the bottom? As I mentioned, I'm going to be very, very careful picking up holiday decor going forward into 2025. And you know, that's very difficult for me. I just love thrifting for the holidays, especially Christmas and Halloween. But I actually have a few things that I'm going to be doing next year, leading into the new year. I am going to actually be repurchasing a storage unit. I used to have one. Hubby and I used to have one near our house where we would store all of the holiday decor, and we decided to cut back on it because it was raising up in price. But now I feel that we truly need another storage facility back. There's just way too much stuff in my home, and I know that some people will say that it's not good to have that much stuff where you get to the point where you now need a storage facility because now you're just spending more money on a storage room. But unfortunately, with all the items that I have, I love decor, and we have such a small storage space here at our home, which we live in a townhome. So space is very limited, and I love buying pieces that I know that I can utilize in the future when we have a larger home. Now, I know many of you will say, well, why are you buying so much stuff now when you could just wait until you have a bigger home? When it comes to thrifting, if you don't grab the item now, you may likely never see it again. So that is the mentality that I always have, is I always look at items that I could, in the future use to decorate our future home, which will be a lot bigger than where we're at now. And that's just kind of the mentality that I go with when thrifting and deciding what to bring home. Now, as I mentioned, you will be seeing a lot of items that I have utilized in my Christmas home tour, like these ornaments here. You will see them in my vintage Christmas tree next to the white hutch. So yes, I do end up picking those up, and you will see those in the haul. And a few other items here and there you will see in the last few videos of the 2024 season that I will be releasing. You'll see a lot of the items that I found and ended up using as decor for my Christmas home tour. And that's a wrap for today's thrift adventure, but make sure not to go anywhere just yet. Make sure to stay tuned to see what made it home with me in the haul. I hope you guys enjoyed that walkthrough, and let's go ahead and get down to what actually made it home with me from the thrift store. So there's actually a few items that I did highlight in the video that I'm not sharing in the haul, but I did purchase because I have already used them to decorate with for Christmas or whatever the case may be. So you won't see them again here, but I did highlight them in the walkthrough. So I did purchase a few goodies there. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. As always, let me know in the comments down below, you guys. Is there something that you saw personally that you would have picked up for yourself that did not make it home with me? And the very first thing was, this was like a no-brainer for me. It was the Very Hungry Caterpillar box. And this was just too cute to pass up. This is actually one of my most favorite storybooks growing up. I loved absolutely reading this book so much. So when I saw this little gift set, it was just too cute. I couldn't leave it behind. So it's the board book and a little plush set. The book is a lot bigger. This is just a really smaller version of it. It was $4.99. And I think this was originally from Target. So this is something that you would get at Target. And I absolutely love it. The little plushie is super cute of the Hungry Caterpillar. Again, you guys, this was one of my most favorite books. This is by Eric Carle. This just brought back a lot of nostalgia. That's one of my most favorite things about thrifting, is that sometimes the things that you come across can really bring you back so many memories from your childhood, from growing up, or, you know, even being an adult. It just brings you back. It really does make you remember things, like what you used to be like when you were little, what you were growing up with. And I think this was originally, it says it was originally $20. So I really scored if it was that much. But this is the book. I love it. One of my absolute favorites growing up. Let me know in the comments down below, you guys. Is there a certain title that just always sticks with you growing up, reading, you know, when your parents read to you, or when you read children's books, or if you're reading children's books now to your current children or grandchildren? Is there a book that just always, you just always remember growing up with? This was definitely one of my most favorite. It was just such a cute story, you guys. And I absolutely was always so fascinated with all the little holes in the book. But I just loved it. So I was super happy to have brought this with me. It will be added to my children's library, which is still growing. I have mentioned to you before in several videos in the past that I am purchasing books left and right to fill up my future children's library. So when I find a good story that I want to add into that collection, I pick it up at the thrift store. So all of my books are like secondhand. So I think this was such a cute piece. I also picked up this black vase with white stripes on it. This was $3.99. I'm not too quite sure where this was from originally. It looks like there used to be a tag here before. It kind of looks like something I would find at Target. But again, it could also be Home Goods, TJ Maxx or Marshalls. It could be Big Lots. There's just so many stores. It could even be the Target dollar spot because it kind of has a circular tag. It could be anywhere. It could even be a Hearth and Hand piece. I'll try and see if I can do some research. I'll do some Google Lens imaging search, and if something pops up, then I'll put it here for you guys. But I just fell in love with the colors. It's $3.99. This is going to be most likely used for my neutral refresh. So once the holidays are over, I'm going to put all my hutch back into order, give it a really good cleaning, and put things away for Christmas and bring out some of my basics. I am planning to do some Valentine's Day. I won't probably go super heavy on it, but I will be doing Valentine's Day as well with the hutch. But I do like to refresh my hutch when it's, you know, back to schedule, no more holidays. So back to back like it is right now for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Halloween was. Then I also picked up this basket, which I am going to be utilizing also for my Christmas decor. Now I have removed the price tag already because I actually used it already. I used it in a space to decorate with, but I pulled it back out so I could share it with you guys here on the haul. It was just a cool basket. You know, I was finding so many baskets left and right, and when I already bought the ones that I wanted, then I started finding more, and I'm like, darn, like now I find so many more that are perfect. So, but you guys will have to wait and see as well how I utilize this in my thrift haul. in my decorating session, I'm sorry. Now, it definitely had a little cover on here, and I took that out. It was like a fabric cover that was a lining inside the basket that you can pull out and wash if you want. I took it out just because I wanted the neutral look. I didn't want that to be a distraction. It looks like it used to latch onto something here, but it's kind of crooked now, and I think it has to just do with the way that the back is kind of like with this. It's kind of a little weird. It's not aligning right, but I'll try and see if I can I just want it to latch perfectly. But I did pick this up, and I will be using it for the holiday season. And last but not least, I just couldn't, when I saw this, I was like, I have to bring this home. For some reason, it definitely reminded me of Bella, and I think it is actually supposed to be a golden retriever because it does look like one. So I did pick up, sorry about the glare, you guys, it's really hard with the light coming through, but I did pick up the painting or framed artwork piece of either the golden retriever or the Labrador. I think it's a golden retriever, sleeping on the bed, and it's just giving me very country chic vibes, very cabin, very farmhouse, with the look of the bed, the look of the quilted blanket on top, and then the windowsill with the scenery leading out to the outside. I just thought it was really cute, and this was $7.99, so I just had to bring it home. I love the neutral colors again. Sorry, I know it's really hard with that glare to kind of get a good look into it, but I definitely really fell in love with it, and I'll see where I can place it. I tend to do this to myself, which is probably not the best thing to do, but I sometimes tend to buy things with the mental note that I will use them in a future spot, like in our future home, which we don't even have yet, but I'm already here spending on a house that we don't even have yet. So I just feel like sometimes it's the inner person in me, the thrifter, that's like, okay, you will never probably see this again. It will look pretty cool somewhere in the future, but you just don't have the space. So I'm the type of person that, you know, if you have the room, if you have the money to spend something, then why not? Why not just purchase it now, and you could always tuck it away until that time comes when you need it. Now, I know a lot of people are not like that. You know, they don't want to waste money on something that they're not going to use right away. Or, you know, if they don't have the space for it, then there's no need for you to bring it home. But I just really try to see if I find pieces that I will utilize, you know, one day in the future, and have them stored away so then they're there readily available when that time comes. So that was the last item from the haul, you guys. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning into another video. If this was your first time checking out my channel, I truly hope that you enjoyed it, and that you consider subscribing, which is absolutely free. It will not cost you a thing to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're also hitting the notification bell so you're always notified of a weekly drop. And make sure that you hit that like button before you exit today's video, as it really does help out. And I cannot thank you all enough, as always, for being so supportive here, coming back, you know, leaving your comments. Make sure to let me know what was it that you liked from the haul or something from the walkthrough. I would love to hear from you guys. So thank you so much, as always, and I will catch you on our next thrifting adventure here on Golden Finds. Bye, everyone.